up?
Yo, what up?
Are you winning, son?
Hopefully, Dad. I thought there was an energy man. Oh my god, I thought there was one back here. I must have misremembered. Oh, I misremembered. I'm an idiot.
It's go time.
Oh my god.
You okay?
Hmm?
Said you okay?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I started playing Apex again. I'm like getting back in touch with the rage-filled part of myself.
You seem to be that angry while playing Apex.
Nah, yeah, it's all relative. Oh, okay, good.
What's the angriest you've ever been?
Oh, like in life? Ooh, that's hard. I think I'm rarely like actually mad. Oh my god, what? No, stop.
That was hilarious time.
I don't think I'm mad. Shut the fuck up.
Charging on my shields. Recharging shield. Contact with target.
Are you shitting me right now? Bro, why are you so thirsty?
I never get mad.
Charging shields. Come on.
I'm not actually.
I don't know. I think this is a good time for a little montage thing where you just play that clip.
No!
Yeah, so in the highlights, you just play the clip of you saying you never get mad, and then you just play every time you get mad afterwards.
It's called good editing. It's just good editing, man. No, don't save me here. Don't save me here. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad idea. Fuck you. Fuck you. You know what? I am mad. Just kidding. I kid.
Yeah, you're kidding.
Alright, I'm gonna just get that. Yeah, the most annoying part was she was like, "You're coming home for Dad's birthday?" And I was like, no. And she was like, "Why?" I was like, "I have a concert." And she's like, "You're scheduled you bought tickets to a concert on the weekend of your dad's birthday?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean," like, my dad does not care about his birthday. This is like his entire life. He has never cared about his birthday. It's only my mom cares about my dad's birthday. You know what I mean?
He doesn't care about your mom's birthday either. Oh
shit! No, he does care because my mom.
Does he?
Make sure.
I remember buffet you distinctly missed out on because of him.
On my mom's birthday, or?
I thought it was your mom's birthday where you went to like a Christian show and then you wanted to go to a buffet, but your dad was like, "I'm hungry. I don't want to go to the buffet. I want to go home. I want to get Chick-fil-A and leave."
Amazing. I mean,
am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No. But the fact that he would even drive to the theater is a thing. You know what I mean?
That's like the bare minimum. We'll do something for your birthday. Oh, it's over now. I don't want to do it anymore.
No, he had to drive like 2 hours to get to the theater. Like it was. Anyway, I guess he cares enough to put on a show for my mom. You know what I mean? Like he's not just gonna be like he's not just gonna be like, "Yeah, I hate your mom, so I'm not even gonna try." Like he's gonna try a little bit, but when it comes to his birthday, he doesn't care. Like he's just like, "I want to sit here and not celebrate." And my mom's like, "No, but we have to because that's the only way I can blackmail Paul into coming home." And anyway, so I'm like, so she's like, "You're not coming home?" I was like, "No, I don't. It's fine." And then she was like, "Okay, but what about?" I was like, I can come the week after." And she was like, "No, there's no point. There's no point in coming the week after." I was like, "It's fine."
All right, then get someone seek
a birthday. Huh? What?
You have to try to pull a Facebook in the EU and assume your mom actually wants you around. And you just say, well, I won't come then. See ya. Maybe I'll see you at Easter.
So I was like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I'm available next week. It's fine. Like, you can wait. Dad doesn't care. You can wait a week. Like, what did you schedule a venue? No, you didn't. Like, it's fine. And she's like, no, that's not how birthdays work. I'm like, you don't like this is fine. It's fine. Birthdays can work like this. you can celebrate a birthday. Like, technically, you can celebrate a birthday whenever you want. It's like, as long as we all agree to it, it's fine. You can celebrate it whenever you want. And she insisted. She was like, no, you can only celebrate it like. You can't celebrate it after the birthday. I was like, okay, fine. And then later in the conversation, I realized, I was like, oh, you know, the week before his birthday, I can come the week before. And she was like, well, we can't celebrate, like, she's like, oh, I don't know if we can do that. I was like, you're impossible. Like, what do you think? Do you think? She's so inflexible. I'm like, what? I don't even, what's your logic here? Like, it has to be on the exact date and time of my dad's birth, of my dad's expulsion from a uterus. That's when we have to celebrate this thing? Like, fuck you. We can, like, it's, cause like, if it was like a week late, maybe I understand, because you're like, oh, like, it was my birthday, you don't even care. But a week early? I care more. Now I'm like, hey, I love your birthday so much, I'll come a week early now. I'll take, you know? It's like, what's the objection? What's the objection now? Anyway, I'm rambling. Sorry.
Again, put it in the compilation of... I'm not angry.
I don't get mad often. This fucking bitch. No, I would never. No, my mom's fine.
It was so warm today.
Fuck!
Reloading.
Okay. All right, so I'm you know what? I made my mind. I'm gonna play League. No, I'm just kidding.
Right now?
No, I'm just kidding. I would never. That is the devil game. That's the devil's game, and we shall never play it.
Why? You loved it. Wukong, no. I bet if you went back to League, or I went back to League, we would be. I was never good at League, but I bet you'd go back and you'd be like, I don't even fucking understand this game anymore.
Oh, that's the Arcane character. that's a comment I see a lot, which I like it because I liked Arcane, but the comment something like, crazy that Riot developed the game for 10 years to advertise a TV show.
Classic joke.
But I think it's funny to me because I'm like, you know, true.
Got a bad guy. Reloading. I'm down. Shots fired at me. I got a bad guy. I got some bad guys.
Fuck!
That's where you fight three of me at once.
Okay, that was my bad. I'm sorry, guys. TLDR, my rant. I'm just like, I was surprised that it went dark, and I enjoyed that because when you go dark like that, now the stakes feel real. Now it's like, I understand why Vi and Jinx like have problems with each other. Like, holy shit, yeah, like Jinx fucking killed their friends. That we spent like 3 episodes with these people, being like, hey, look how lovable they are, and then like, oh man, like, oh, look at this huge battle, and it was like crazy, and like Vi was like such a fucking badass, like taking. Like, she fucking, like, single-handedly took down, like, the giant Titan guy. That was, like, super cool. And then, like, they did it. They, like, rescued their dad. And then Jinx comes in. Fucking Jinx comes in and fucking kills everyone. Like, she literally ruined everything.
Oh, okay.
And it's like... Huh? Sorry?
It's like that. I heard all that. It's like beeping somewhere. I'm trying to make sure it's not a fire alarm in the house. I would say it suffers perhaps because an adaptation from like I don't care. The stakes don't feel that high because I know who makes it to the end and who doesn't in some sense. Right? You're like, oh, well, Heimerdinger's important, so he's probably fine. And Jace is important, so he's probably fine. And this guy Victor, I guess, is fine. I mean, they might cause their own beef with each other. And like, I also knew, like, okay, Jinx has to mess this up because I'm pretty sure I remember some story about her and Vi having beef from, like, the game and all these kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you minimized your application.
Sorry. I'm back. Yeah, and actually I agree with that criticism. Like, you're like, I mean, obviously that's Vi and Jinx have to, have to interact with each other and fight each other. Like, this is like obvious, because how else are you going to tell this story, right? So you're like, yeah, like clearly there's going to be like a confrontation.
And I mean, that's just kind of something that almost happens when you write this kind of fan fiction.
Are they upstairs? Oh boy, fan fiction, bro.
I mean, that's what it is,
bro. You say sometimes you say things in the most inflammatory. Like you say it in this very calm voice, but it's like so inflammatory. Like, yeah, I thought the fan fiction was okay. It's like clearly, it took a lot of people a lot of work, and there's clearly some love put into it.
Fan fiction than it does about Arcane. That's all I'm gonna say.
Come on, you're telling me I think when you call things fan fiction, you're not exactly, the connotation is not exactly, I don't think most people would view it as respectful, exactly.
Well, that's a you problem.
No, no, that's, when you say something's fan fiction, you're usually you're using it in the context of trying to like make something sound like really poorly made.
Did you hear what I just said?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said 50, it was just a joke, but
okay.
50 Shades was fan fiction, and that did amazingly. So
yeah, but it's yeah, that's not the one you want to go with.
Hey, people really liked it. It was good.
Sure. Bill, I failed the FE.
I know. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Okay. Go ahead. No, don't. I want to feel bad. No, just kidding.
Do you want to feel bad?
No, I'm just joking. Please. No,
you want me to start laying into you?
Yeah, because that would be so different than every other day.
Hey, there are some things that I'm not touching. This is one of them. But if you're gonna ask for it,
bro, he was asking for it. No,
what he was wearing. Wearing a T-shirt that said "I'm a real engineer."
I have a cup that says "Engineers are awesome," but I didn't buy this cup. Okay, it was a Secret Santa gift.
Have you watched his? I haven't seen the original Nostalgia Critics Wall.
Oh yeah, that one's great.
His criticism of that. My favorite part is when those weird, terrible 3D animations.
It's with the like weird puppet objects.
I don't even know how to describe them.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, it's like,
and then they like accuse the wall of exactly what they're doing.
yeah. Ah!
It turns out Apex can be a game. Oh. But yeah, that sucks. So what happens now? You have to wait X months and you can retake it? He's playing. He's in the zone.
Whoa.
That's right, he's a programmer. That means us distracting him is just a benefit. I mean, I've discussed this before, how if he wants to do streaming, he's gotta learn to talk and play, but... Well, the thing is, like, he doesn't have to talk to us. Like, you could talk and play in terms of just, like, replying to occasional comments on a Twitch stream. Like, it's pretty different from, like, Discord. Like, people actively talking about unrelated stuff. That only works if you have an audience. Okay, fair. Oh wait, technically we're his audience. Yeah, that's why you should talk to us. Okay,
I'm listening to you guys. First of all, I want to say, I'm very impressed by how well you guys talked about the FE exam. You like fucking nailed it on every point. It was impressive. Like, kudos.
Thank you.
Yeah. So good job.
My ego is a +1 to bullshit. Okay.
We're getting real sweaty, man.
But let's take the FE again.
So Nick, you think you'll be it's not fucking available till like May. I want to take this thing fucking tomorrow because I know that it did not have optimal. Like I know I just fucked up on that.
You know, like one thing you got wrong, and now you'd know, like if you took it now, you'd get it right.
No, it's not even that. It's that like my strategy. There were some questions I should have skipped, and I spent way too much time on them. And I know for like now when I do this test, I'm just going to like straight up skip. If there's something that I can't figure out in like a minute, I'm just gonna straight up skip it. Holy shit, get melted.
I mean, that's a fair strategy. Like, it really depends. For all questions weighted equally, though.
Get buffed!
I don't think they are.
Sorry, say that again?
Are all questions weighted equally?
It's not clear. They're a little obtuse with it. They're a little obtuse. I think they are. I think some questions are weighted more heavily. Okay. In my opinion, but they don't disclose that. But I think they are because every topic that's covered, it's like a couple very easy questions, right? Okay. And then one or two very hard questions.
Right.
And I think the idea, and this is my worry, is that like, to some extent, if you answer like all of the easy questions, but you don't attempt any of the hard ones, I don't necessarily think you pass.
I mean, I can understand that. Like, even if it's like weighted such that like the hard ones are double, like just having a certain percentage of them, like you can't just ignore all of them. But it makes sense if you're doing the easy ones or saving the hard ones, maybe balance it out or something. Like do one hard one for every like 20 easy ones you do, and if you
you should guess. There's no penalty for guessing, so you should guess. But my point is that if you get like all the hard ones wrong, right? Then
no, I meant like don't never answer, but I meant like for the easy ones, you could always go back. Like just mark that this is one I guessed on. Go back after a 5 time or something.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I got stuck, and I shouldn't have. And now in my head, I'm like, I just want to take this thing tomorrow because like this is my strategy. Go in. Okay, read the question. Do I know what this is saying? No. Okay, do a search in the handbook. Look in the handbook. Okay, look at this concept. Do I remember this concept like right away? No. Move on to the next question. Don't even bother. And the problem is when I took it, I did like every once in a while there was like a thing I was like, okay, I remember this sort of, but like so I'm gonna read through this thing. And then I'm gonna like, I'm learning in real time almost, and it's like, there's no time. there's
This
just
is why
no
I
time.
always feel so conflicted when it comes to certain exams, because there's always debate, whether it be coding challenges to like actual day jobs. Like, do you actually need to have this stuff fresh in your mind? Like, if you're working, let's say you're doing insulation on a house, framing or whatever, like, if you work with it enough, you might know the R value of certain materials off the top of your head. In fact, I would probably expect that. You'd have to know basics regarding tensile strength and, like, how is the structure going to work.
Jesus.
But, like, you can't remember every
you know
little
more
thing
than
in your
me.
head, period. That's not realistic. Like, in real life, people can look up information, whether that be older books or going back to the blueprints, etc. And while it is good to have a breadth of knowledge, like, I feel like there is a point where you have to specialize and go deep into one thing versus any and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Especially if it's stuff you can pick up again, or if it's rote memorization. Like, I don't know. I always feel conflicted on that. Like, I still feel bad you didn't do as well, but like, at least you can retry it. Like, it's not like a game over. Like, I'm done.
Yeah, it's game over. They're like, bro, you ran out of lives, so you can't be an engineer anymore. Also, ethics questions, like, they are pretty funny in that, like, just because you, like, answered the ethics question correctly doesn't mean, like, that doesn't mean shit.
What you're gonna do.
Like, as to what you're actually gonna, yeah, like, that means jack shit. But Your Honor, I answered the ethics question correctly. Doesn't that mean, no, it means jack shit. You murdered your wife. I don't care, like.
I don't know. Coding has its own set of ethics problems, especially when it comes to anything from AI, now the crazes regarding NFTs, etc. What is acceptable, what is not? Is it ethical to work on anything that might be used for consensus if it's going to be used in an NFT because of the extreme energy uses and climate change? Or is it just, I wrote a consensus library and it may or may not be misused? Like, yeah, it gets like weird like that.
Nick, there's a really good 2-hour YouTube video. Did you see it? On NFTs and cryptocurrency.
If it's 2 hours long, probably not. When did this come out?
Paul, did you see this? It was Folding Ideas.
We talked about it.
Yeah, I thought so. I just wasn't sure.
It's called Line Goes Up. It's by Folding Ideas.
It's basically a YouTube, like, full documentary. Like, you
Line Goes Up, the problem with NFTs 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it in my to watch list.
It's engaging. I think it makes a lot of good points.
I would be interested.
Now, to be fair, now here's the thing. This guy, like, I don't know how you feel about NFTs, Nick. I try to keep an open mind, but it's like clearly this guy, if you like love cryptocurrency and NFTs, you might like he's critical of it.
He's not. If you watch it, like when I watched it, I was like, this isn't here to like change anyone. Nobody's gonna watch this and be like, oh my god, I didn't know. They're gonna be like, I always thought NFTs were fishy, or they're gonna be like, I love NFTs.
I personally don't see the point. I can see the idea of distributed consensus for like ownership of things, just having digital records. But NFTs, as far as the examples I've seen so far, are I claim I own this tweet because some random blockchain, not even like on Bitcoin's blockchain, claims that so-and-so wallet owns this tweet URL because we say so. And there's no real connection to reality. It's not even tangible assets at times.
So the way that it seems like it was marketed, at least in the beginning, was towards digital artists, so that they could be like, here's like a thing I drew. Do you want to own it? Okay, here you go. You've got the copyright to it, I guess, or something.
No, not the copyright. Oh, well, that's what they thought. That's what they thought. Yes.
It was a digital record, like where A goes to B, and I could see the original use of it because I originally heard NFTs in a similar context, where if you have 10 different people, like songwriters, composers, etc., contribute to the song, you could have a digital record saying, "Hey, these were licensing wise, who contributed what and what the terms are." And if you wanted to say license a song, okay, you know this person should be paid this much percentage of whatever like the music label like deal was. And for that, like a blockchain-esque structure is fine. It's just a record saying like who did what, and trusted by the labels themselves. But that's definitely not what it's being used for now.
Well, so his point is that NFTs are really just part of the whole cryptocurrency grift, where it's like, and he uses that term a lot, where it's like, okay, now I have $50,000 worth of Bitcoin, or realistically they have more than that, but who am I gonna unload this on? Well, I need someone who wants to buy cryptocurrency. Well, if I need to get more people who want to buy cryptocurrency if I want to start like cashing out, because right now you can't use cryptocurrency in most places.
As far as I'm aware, ironically enough, if I recall correctly, Japan is one of the few countries that acknowledges Bitcoin as an actual currency. It's viewed as an asset here for tax purposes.
But the thing is, even if that's true, you can only use it for like huge buys, right?
Yeah, because the exchange fees, they cost
a rent. Because
I mean, like, I forget the term for Bitcoin. The term for Ethereum was gas or whatever, if I recall. Just to do, like, just for transferring it, you have to offer a percentage. But the transfer fees are so high for Bitcoin that if you had a $5 Bitcoin wallet, you could never transfer that out, period, without the price cratering like crazy.
Yeah, which is a problem, right? That sounds insane for something that's supposedly one of the more compelling points, I think, of the video is that, like, there's, like, hard limitations to the technology that don't make it a suitable replacement for banking. Like,
it's also very slow.
Right
like,
now.
you need
that's one of
many...
the things.
Because
you can only process so many transactions in one block, right? And a block in itself is already going to take, what, like... In Bitcoin, it takes, what, like 10 minutes to process one block?
You need, like, what, 8 confirms or something like that?
Yeah.
Because even if you get one person saying, yeah, it's through, it doesn't mean it's actually through.
So the times are, like, in, like, the current banking system, credit cards and all that, like, they can process thousands of transactions a second. Bitcoin, like, takes, like, 10 minutes to, like, process even close to that.
That's why most people want you to go through an exchange. The exchange just on its end changes its own database like a bank.
Yeah, but then that's not cryptocurrency anymore, really. Right?
I know. They just claim that they would, if you asked for it, give you that equivalent. It's not actually changing into your wallet unless you have it set up that way. You love cryptocurrency so much, Paul, you've decided to rename yourself Meme Coin. That'll be your new username in Apex.
that's gotta already be taken.
I'm gonna write fan fiction about cryptocurrency.
Go for it. I'll read it.
Nick, question.
Right.
If someone was like, I wrote this like thing, whether it's like like, I don't know, like I wrote this script for a movie or something.
Okay.
And then you're like, this reads like fan fiction. Does that sound like a compliment to you?
Not what I said.
I framed it kind of disingenuously on purpose because I knew it.
On one hand, based on my experience,
let Bill. Bill's gonna
let me say this.
Let Bill frame the question. I framed it incorrectly.
Okay. You have all the pertinent details. It sounds like Bill called your screenplay a fanfic.
No, he called Arcane. He called Arcane fanfic.
Arcane?
Arcane's the new League of Legends show.
I was like, yeah. It's
I still have to watch that.
And Paul took offense to that, apparently.
I mean, it's based on the lore of the game, and that's like it wasn't originally made to be like a fanfic. Usually, you interpret the word fanfic as fiction based on someone else's work that you're a fan of.
Thank you, Merriam-Webster. But
at the same time, I mean, like, but at the same time, like, that doesn't mean fan fiction is bad or it has to be bad. Some people use like that as just the premise of here are the characters and take things in a completely different direction. Additionally, like sites like fanfiction.net, like one of my favorite. Okay, I see someone.
Lord of the Rings is just Jesus fanfiction.
Jesus Christ.
Well, the reason
that's what I'm saying.
My favorite fantasy novel of all time, ironically enough, it's called Mother of Learning. Started off as someone's world building exercise on fanfiction, on like one of the fanfiction.net like derivatives, or it might have been the site proper. So they were posting it there, and the writing was just so great that he ended up making a Patreon and got like 2K a chapter at one point. It's great. I still view that as one of my top like favorite like fantasy novels of all time, progression fantasy. But it was, and it was technically still is a fanfic. Now, granted, it was 100% original. Like it wasn't just like some Harry Potter fanfic or some crap. But like it doesn't mean like while overwhelmingly what reads like a fanfic is bad, I can think of instances where that would be good. I mean, you were doing a screenplay based on another show or something, weren't you?
I'm not doing. Let's not talk about me.
Okay.
Always trying to write Clerks.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Clerks. Oh, jeez. That's
I'm not trying to write Clerk. I'm trying to write a good TV or good scripts, and I'm writing Clerks.
I mean, unintentionally, or it sounded like Clerks' like theme, almost. Like you were writing
unintentionally.
a continuation. Okay, that's not a fanfic then.
Well, but if you were to be like, it's like fanfic, like I see.
I mean, if they said it reads like a Clerks fanfic,
Bill, I can see it.
I can see it. Okay.
I concede, Bill, if what you meant when you said fanfic was not, you didn't mean it to be like negative.
Nah, it sucks.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought you meant.
I mean, I had to do it too. Nick, believe in yourself.
I don't. I'm not very actually.
You need to watch more Naruto.
Oh my god. Trash.
Come back when there's a cyber equivalent of a demon in my PC that'll win matches. That's what Naruto told me. You're either born with crazy eye techniques, or you've got a demon in your gut to do awesome things.
Gurren Lagann.
Hey, what's Naruto?
Wait, you said Naruto.
Yeah, but then I'm changing it now so that it's more relatable. What about Gurren Lagann?
Am I gonna find a giant robot?
Find the giant robot inside yourself. Believe in the giant robot that is inside of you. And if you can't do that, believe in the me that believes there's a giant robot inside of you.
Oh jeez. Now like I saw something about like I've got like two things on my mind. The first is like Futurama coming back.
Yes, it's good.
Wait, what's Naruto?
I'm not falling for this again, Paul.
What do you mean? What is that?
Said, this is a weeb stream now. Alright?
Well, what is it? What is Naruto?
I mean, you are moving to Japan, so...
Nick.
No, I'm not. They're never
I'm asking a question.
We're ignoring you, because this is a weeb stream, and we ignore people who don't know what Naruto is. Isn't it obvious?
Well, no, because I don't know what Naruto is. Alright,
No,
Nick, don't die. Nick, don't die.
Geez,
God damn it, Nick! Nick, what are you doing all the way over there? We're here.
Nobody cast a "we're going this way" thing at the start, so I went my own way.
Oh, remember when we were talking about that montage of...
Shut the fuck up.
Put it in the montage.
Shut the fuck up. I gotta say, Nick, that was a fun... I cherished that moment.
What, the Naruto one? Yeah, fuck you. That was not fun for me when I went... Because I had forgotten you'd mentioned, like, Rock Lee or something earlier in the night.
It was really funny, because I said Rock Lee, and then jokingly was like, yeah, Naruto, I've never heard of it. You're like, you've never heard of Naruto? And I didn't know how to respond to that. I was like, no, I've never heard of it. What is it? I think Nick spent like 10 minutes explaining what Naruto was. I'm sorry, Nick. Nick, I'm sorry. It's good. It's good. I love you, okay?
Well,
alright, I'm sorry.
I'm only gonna hold a grudge forever.
Oh, man. Good times. Alright, this was fun.
Alright, Phil, remember what if Paul ever comes in strangling distance of me, I have to act on that.
Well, I mean, he's supposed to on Saturday, so do it that way you will.
Oh, he is coming over? Okay.
Well, he needs to get that sweet, sweet Mr. Raps.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That'll be your
that
last meal before Nick strangles you to death.
yeah, it'll be a trigger word like in Marvel. Like you had like what is it? Bucky had like triggers or something to attack. You'll just randomly say Naruto while we're eating, and I'll just reach across and go berserk.
Yeah, but then I'll take off the weights that I've been holding onto my legs, and you'll never be able to catch me. You get it? Because that's a Rock Lee reference. He's from this anime comic.
You don't know this because you didn't room with him, but Nick actually has a sand demon inside a gourd, so...
Oh, does he? Oh, I see. I know what you're referencing. I see. I get it. That's good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not. It's pretty lazy, but...
I've watched that fight.
A good fight. They made it into a Mentos commercial. Hilarious.
Did they?
I mean, not Mentos, but the internet.
Oh, I see.
There's a great period of time where I watched a bunch of parody Mentos commercials where they used the song from like the '90s Mentos commercial and something like Rock Lee fighting Gaara, and like let me just show you. I bet I can find it.
Yeah.
Wow, that was easy.
Yeah.
All right, you have fun with that. I'm gonna hop off for now. Have a good night, guys.
Night. Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna send it to you on Discord.
Alright, we'll watch this on stream. Alright. Okay.
Do you know these Mentos commercials?
No, what's the base joke?
So the original Mentos commercials where some guy would have like a minor problem and then he would eat a Mentos and then he'd find a solution. Okay. And so like one is there's a guy walking down like a New York street and his friends cross the street ahead of him and he gets cut off and there's like a car that's parked in the walkway. And so he's like cut off from his friends and he pops a Mentos and then he's like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll go through the back of this car. So he opens the back door and like scoots his way over and comes out the other side. And then he sees all his friends and he's like, ah, and then they all go off and have whatever fun they were gonna have.
Okay. All right, so I'm ready. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Nothing gets to you, staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better, Mentos fresh. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life. Mentos, the fresh maker.
That's pretty. Is this gonna be when he dies?
No, I think this is when he kills the White Walker that one time. Remember when like a really badass White Walker was fighting him?
Oh yeah, at the one battle with the yeah. I remember. This is not how the parody works.
Yeah, this is not.
This is bad.
This is a bad
This
one.
is bad.
Well, it's Game of Thrones content, so of course it's bad.
Oh my god. It's fan fiction, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, we're just going with just one clip.
Thank you. Can I do like an iced vanilla latte? Yeah. Thank you. Can I have a coffee with vanilla and milk, please?
And yours is regular milk?
Yes. Okay. Thank you. How was your little break?
It was like fine.
But you finally had time to like hang out and just like be normal for like 5 seconds. For like once in yeah, for like 2 seconds, but like it still counts, you know.
Charlie taking time off was probably the best thing that she could do, and asking for what she needs is really good because people don't understand that social media takes the biggest toll.
How old is this person? Who? This is the therapist? how old is this person? I'm gonna be like, how do I say this without being inflammatory? Maybe there's no way, but this person, I don't like. Is this person like? All right, we'll see what she says.
On your mental health ever. It's not like a regular job, and it really is a blessing, but not to your brain.
I had to go to like a therapy appointment yesterday.
With what?
A therapy appointment. So I got on the call.
Oh, she's not the therapist. Okay, good. Oh, I mean, not good. It's fine. She can be a therapist. There's no issue. I thought she was the. Hold
Toll on your mental health ever.
So maybe this is just her friend.
It's not like a regular job, and it really is a blessing, but not to your brain.
I had
So
to
maybe
go
it's
to like
just a
a
friend.
therapy appointment yesterday.
With what?
A therapy appointment. So I got on the call.
Oh god.
And we started talking about like whatever, like my emotions and stuff. And then he drops this thing. Yeah, my daughter's a huge fan of you.
Oh!
Now how am I supposed to tell you like how? How awkward. 'Cause then I was just like,
bro.
okay. It was like, yeah, you might be like struggling, but you make my daughter really happy. And I'm like, I'm all fixed. Thank you. Like, what do you say to that?
If I were to have a therapist right now, it'd be important for them to bring up what I do. I think it's weird to bring up that I shouldn't be upset because your daughter's a fan and she should make me happy and I'm not
did he
allowed
say
to be
that?
upset. I appreciate your daughter.
mean-
I really do. But she's not going to help a chemical imbalance in my brain. Sorry.
This is iconic. This clip is iconic.